Alright, I'm back in Sourlake, my vacant lot. I found some kind of a trash pit, so hopefully it'll have something worthwhile in it. Well, with a screw top like that one, it appears to be a 1990s privy. So, again, no luck. Alright, I found another one. Nice and crunchy. Hopefully it'll be old. Well, it's looking better so far. It's machine made, whatever it is, but it's definitely not from the 1980s or 90s. And what is this? I don't know. That might just be from the 30s or 40s. Let me try and get this one out. Okay. It's a syrup. It's definitely something around 1928 to 34. So that might be worth bringing home. And while clearing away, I found whatever this is. And a cork-top medicine chipped up. And then that could be right around 1921. Okay, got something coming out. Looks like a small ketchup. But it's got that old style top. Probably 1928 maybe. Well, at least there's a bunch of stuff in here. Okay, we got something coming out. It looks like a turkey salad dressing from the mid-20s. Yeah, what's this? Something else. It's a Listerine. Machine-made corker. Alright, I got the first tooled top. It's blown in a mold, so that's got to be 1914 or 15 era. It's got a crack in it though. But I think I'm going to go get my single prong scratcher because this hole is starting to get interesting. Dang it, I'm too far away. I think I'll just stick with what I got. Something else coming out. Another turkey. Looks like some kind of a patent medicine type bottle coming out. Oh, it's just the super common Fletcher's Castoria. At least it's a cork top. Alright, some kind of a medicine type. It's just your typical pharmacy from the 20s. Took a paper label. Okay, that one looks a little bit interesting. Better be careful, it could be a soda bottle. I don't know, it's got an odd base to it. Well, it's some kind of a sauce bottle. I don't think I've ever found one quite like it before. Got those odd ribs there and up on the shoulder. And it's got the closure with the 3 nubs on it. So it is kind of interesting. I might bring it home. And then we got a doorknob. Okay, that's 3 for today. And then we got something else. It looks like a turkey, but it's something, some other brand. I don't know, it could be a later style turkey. Yeah, it is. I never found any with it just on the shoulder. But that's no good. Just as I was contemplating giving up because there's no sodas showing up at all, I see one right here. You recognize that one? It's not a Coke, unfortunately, but if it says Sourlake on the bottom, it could be pretty valuable. Here it is. Oh no, it's just a generic, but it seems to be in good shape. So that's about a $7 or $8 bottle in an antique store. Okay, what is this one? I can't quite get it. And there's another one. I'm going to go get my other scratcher. Here's a couple of junkers I found. Alright, I got it out. What is it? Okay, it's Heinz Honey and Almond Cream, but it's the older style with the monogram. So, I have actually seen these turn purple, so that could be worth bringing home. Alright, I just pried this one out. Looks like a perfume. And it's got some nice designs on it. Pretty sure it's blown in a mold. So that's probably worth about $5 right there. What do we got here? Oh great, a ketchup with the neck broken off. But we have plenty more in here. Probably another ketchup right there. Okay, I see a medicine right here. And of course, it's a slick because it's a machine made. But it does look a little bit older, like maybe 1922. Well, I'm here at the guy's house that was digging over there on that same lot I was on. He said he had a Hutchison soda from Sourlake, and I had never seen one before. So here it is.
Bottle made in Sourlake here. Different brand. But I don't remember what it is.
One of those bottles of water.
Okay.
Here's a nice Beaumont, Texas one. Got the nice mug base. And the slip plate is kind of down low on it.
I always thought they were, 1890, 1900.
Girls? Yeah. Okay. Here's a 1915 from Sourlake. One of 3 known in any condition. So there's the critical information. It was actually made in 1920. Well, I was trying to find a good old spot on the outskirts of town, but I encountered this. Okay, I'm back to the place that has hundreds of, maybe thousands of pieces of broken glass on it. And I have been probing it time and time again. I finally found a privy. Yeah, it definitely is at least 4 feet deep and has glass, and it's nice and soft over here. This soil comes out in big chunks of clay. I'm down 2.5 feet already and haven't seen a single piece of glass, but this guy told me, probe near these 2 trees. There's a giant trash pit over there full of glass. I don't know how he saw it when none of the glass is even at the first 3 feet. So did he dig deeper than 3 feet all over this lot? I don't think so. But I do feel glass with the probe down at the 3 to 5 foot level. Well, it dug more than 3 feet deep through this hard clay. And guess what I just pulled out? Way down there, a plastic bag. What in the world? Well, if I was digging on the embankment where all the broken glass is, I surely would have found at least one bottle with all the work I've done, if I put that much effort over there. But I think I figured out why there's so much glass over there, because the original town site was laid out over there in 1903. This street wasn't here in 1903, but the one block over was. So that meant this was a block out of town, a perfect place to dump back in 1903. This hole can't be filled in the traditional way with a shovel. It's just slabs of clay. This is probably the purest clay I've ever dug in. You can actually make something out of this. It's easier to just pick up the pieces and drop them back in the hole. Okay, I gave up on this lot again. Then I drove down the street and realized I was on Fanning Street. That is the main business street in this town. At least it was in 1903. Everything was full of stores and saloons. That's why there's so many broken liquor bottles over there. There was probably 2 saloons there with a 5-foot strip in between them, and they just threw all kinds of empty bottles out there. So because that was the situation in 1903, I'm coming back again for a 4th try. This was very built up in 1903, but there was a giant fire in 1904, and it burned everything down. And they never rebuilt it quite as nicely. As you can see, I just drove up the street. There's only modern stuff, or 1930s to modern stuff. There isn't any original houses from the turn of the century left. Okay, that last hole I dug is right over there, about 75 feet away. It was really dense clay. Starting a new hole right here. I'll tell you, it feels a lot different. It's a lot easier to dig. It doesn't stick to the shovel either. It's not looking that good, but I have found a couple of shards right here. It's definitely early 1900s, so hopefully we're just a couple inches from it. Well, something went wrong again. I just don't really see anything down there. It's already just a couple inches from the bottom. I don't know how I'm probing it and feeling glass and pulling up rust on the probe tip and everything, but just only a couple shards of glass. Okay, I got it filled in. I'm going to try one more spot, and if this doesn't produce decent results, I'm going to leave this town and go to the next. Well, bad luck continues. It's just a bunch of pieces of window glass. And it's just a trash pit. Definitely looks like it's pretty modern. So maybe I'll go try the bank over there one last time. So many broken ones. Where's all the whole stuff? I'm going to bring this one broken shard I found home because it's the perfect shade of purple. Somebody could chip a nice arrowhead out of that one.